Uh, Welcome to the Friday show, man.
Hey there, man. Thank you so much for having me on. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. It's Friday. It's always a good time. We're just hanging, chilling, talking about Cardano, crypto, DeFi, drama, a lot of that. The ape society leaving to base. You know, just catching up on the space. Um,
It's
how are
been
you?
pretty exciting. A lot of my community members have been pretty upset, I would
Yeah,
say, about to put it lightly, about the apes leaving. They were like, I didn't even have an ape. I just had all the other stuff, And
right. That's the thing. Somebody was mentioning that, like I think I have two passports, and um, people have a lot of assets, and it's also just the fact that it's the one of the biggest volume NFT projects on Cardano leaving. Like, are they taking the volume with them? Is it going to go to other projects? What do you think?
I definitely don't think that they're taking the volume with them. I think that they're going to end up like on the other side where there's a lot more volume, right? And so I don't think they're necessarily going to take it away from us. I think that they're just going to be over there. There's going to be more volume. And I mean, what I heard, and this is not financial advice and not official, so I can't say that
Mhm.
it's true, but somebody
Right.
said that the sapphires are actually going to be used for a mint that they're going to have on the other side. And so,
Mm.
like, I actually bought some passports and a couple of houses, cabins, because of that.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
sapphires might be able to offset the price of mint, the cost of mint.
Okay. Can anybody confirm in the chat? This is very unofficial.
Yeah, very
Um,
unofficial. But so I
what
bought
are
it.
I'm not up to date on the project. I got to be honest. What are sapphires?
So, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna send you something private,
Okay.
because it'll make you laugh. But on our live stream the other day, actually, the Machinist. Are you familiar with the Machinist?
Yeah.
Okay. So he made this short that was hilarious about sapphires, because basically what they've done is they've said, we're taking the apes over, all of the other assets, we're going to give you a placeholder that is, um, the sapphires. So you'll be able to
Mm.
burn the stuff you have on this side, get sapphires, and then like perhaps that has some purpose, or maybe, perhaps it
Okay.
has some purpose. Maybe it'll be worth it. So that was
All
actually why
right.
I took the gamble and I bought a couple myself.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I hope it works out. But hey, why don't you introduce yourself? We kind of forgot that part.
No, absolutely. Okay,
Who am I
so
talking to?
I am at the John Carter on Twitter. I am one of the co-founders of Jpg Empire. So a lot of people are familiar with JPEG Junkies. And so the JPEG Junkies had their history, and then basically the community took over the project. And so I am now one of the co-founders. We wanted to rebrand. Actually, will you click on that post below? And there's a
This
video
one?
there, that first one, yeah, that's pinned.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any money when we took over the project, and we have been building since we took it over. What we've created here is basically like an analytical platform that is used for NFTs and crypto as well.
Hmm.
And you will have like, we have a mint at the end of the month, and what we're using that mint is to token gate the like pro features, for lack of a better
Okay.
word. But we have a lot of utility that we're going to be giving to those NFTs. And this platform is kind of like, we wanted to create utility for the JPEG junkies as well as the bosses. So the collection of bosses is half as many as there were junkies, because we're kind of like the new administration per se. And we
Right.
have a lot of stuff in the background that we got going on. Actually, this morning I had a meeting with IOHK and Midnight. And so
Oh, nice. Yeah.
we're working on like heavy infrastructural contributions. And this is our way to, I guess, repair the past and make it better for everybody. So there's going to be customizable fields here. You're going to be able to make all kinds of different lists with all types of different triggers for notifications. This will be a phone app as well as a desktop app. And we have this done. So halfway through the mint, we're actually going to drop this. And then From there, some of those infrastructural builds will bring in later utility, which we're excited about.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea about this.
Dude,
So
it's massive. We've literally been building this for like months and months and months and months.
and when you say we, who are we?
Okay, we is myself, Desert, Crypto, as well as the Seji3. So we are the council members, but we have a new addition to the team. If you go up just a little bit where it said the break. Okay, so at the break, Aaron Guyette.eth. He is a super well-known, very doxed builder in the space. He's the founder of Mint Pass. He's also one of the co-founders, I believe, of Quarter Machine. He invented or wrote the code for something called Magic Link, which Magic Link was one of the first applications where you actually create an email, and like the email is your wallet. Right. So like to get past that difficulty of making your own seed phrase, making your wallet, having your seed phrase, self-custody, Magic Link was a solution for that. And so like, he's a brilliant guy, comes from Amazon Web Services, has built with a lot of the biggest builders in the space. He currently right now is developing a game for Clementine's Nightmare, which Clementine's Nightmare is like a massive game. Very anticipated over on the EVM side.
Okay.
But yeah, massive. So he's been a member of our team. We told him the mission, and he has helped us build all this stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And he's got dev teams below him. Yeah.
So is he someone who you already had a relationship with, and someone who is like really into this with you, or is it just a talented guy that you hired to help you?
So he actually was like, we became friends. I was trying to solve a complicated software solution in the medical technology field. And so there's something, are you familiar with fully homomorphic encryption? Because I'm about to get pretty nerdy if not.
No, but let's get nerdy. I'm always down for that.
So fully homomorphic encryption, it's like basically a very complicated encryption where you can have certain information be private while also having the data be like quantifiable or like queryable, so you can search some of the information.
Okay.
And so what I wanted to create was basically a medical data software that held your information, but gave you your privacy and allowed other people like DeSci and research groups to monetize your medical information and then like get real-time feedback for updating different like medical information across the whole field. And
so basically you would have your privacy, but they could use the data
without knowing that it's you, without being able to expect you, but to be able to monetize it. And so we needed,
that's interesting.
We needed like $6 million, which Midnight and IOHK, I found out that I can do this on Midnight. However, we still need the $5 to $6 million. So if anybody wants to give us $5 to $6 million, we can probably build it. But we started first when I came on board with this project. I like hit him up. I was like, hey, listen, we need somebody to like guide us through development. This is our plan. This is what we got going on. So we had a bunch of competitive like offers or quotes on doing the work. And then he was like, look, I'll just do it for you guys because I'm going to charge you less than a lot of these other people. I've always wanted to work with you. And I highly recommend you follow The Break. A lot of good information there. They follow a lot of the EVM space.
Is it like a podcast or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good people. But yeah, so now we're talking about building some intense infrastructure for Cardano and Midnight. And we have several different huge NFT communities that we've been talking to in the background to see if we can't get something together. So if their bids on buying Levy fall through, we have an alternative for
them. I see.
Lots of people are buying.
That's another aspect to all this, ape talk is Levy, right? We haven't even gotten to that yet. So do you know the status of that?
Yeah, so they want to basically like they're trying to part ways with it. And so
Hmm.
it's kind of an interesting thing in a sense because like they're trying to sell it. They have people that have put in bids. I believe that Angel Finance put in a bid. I believe that Omens put in a bid. I believe that there's several other communities that put in a bid. A part of me believes that the likely winner of that bid is going to be something like JPEG Store or like one of these huge entities that have a lot of
That's what
money,
I was thinking,
right? And
especially after seeing this video.
I didn't even
Coming
see this
soon.
video.
Coming soon. JPEG lending.
See, but like, yeah, so that, and I think there's Lenfi is another one, or Liquifinance,
Hmm.
one of those. I
Hmm.
think that those are the ones that are likely going to win. But I mean, I would hope, I would honestly like what I wish would happen is I wish there would be a coalition of NFT projects that would invest in something like this. Because that's essentially what we're trying to do at JPEG Empire. We're trying to get resources like funding within the community of Cardano to build some massive infrastructure that will generate revenue for all the projects involved. And so, like, if we can do that, then instead of having to go the traditional like VC and like finding like actual money rounds, we can get people that we already know and be like, hey, look, profit shares between all of us. Yes, absolutely, DeFi mofo. Uh, we've already been talking. I've been talking to Commander. I mean, we need to talk more though. But yeah, this is something that we're very serious about. We want to bring everybody together, and we're actually super excited about the opportunity. I feel like it's a lot more collaborative since the apes were like, we choose. They basically said we choose volume and liquidity,
Right.
which I mean, you know,
Their choice. That it's a free country. Free.
yeah, we wish them the best. We wish them,
Yeah. Exactly.
but it's not going to stop anybody from building on Cardano.
No. No. Absolutely not. And yeah, I think it makes sense since they are taking this route of just abandoning the NFT side of things. That like if they try to, keep running Levy, I don't think that would be very successful.
But see,
Because
Avatar Nick
yeah.
apparently is the one that like knows how to run the whole runnings of all of it. So like my thing is like it's kind of like, I mean, he's kind of Levy, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point because sometimes like one of the biggest risks you can take is to buy something really complicated, whether it's um, a website or an entire business, but then the people or person who knows everything about that website or business built it from scratch, they leave, and it's just destined to fail when that happens. So I'm curious to see if Levy, whoever buys Levy, is able to um,
Keep it going
keep it going, and like
without
how will
the
they
chef,
do that?
you know?
Will they have to hire Avatar Nick, or how will they do it?
Yeah. I'm excited to see that unrolling too. Also, I was speaking to Viva LaCoin the other day,
Yeah,
and
great guy.
dude, he was saying he was singing your prayers. He was saying you were awesome, and I was like, yeah,
Oh,
man, I'm so lucky I get to go talk to him because I've seen your stuff for a while, and
oh, thanks, man.
it's
Yeah,
interesting to be on this side of it.
yeah, yeah. Can you tell us like what are you? Because you have a YouTube channel, you're creating content. Tell me
Yeah.
about that.
So like basically a while ago, one of the community members from JPEG Empire reached out to me, and like he had said, hey, like we were talking about doing like some kind of live stream or some show. Do you want to just do it together? So then we started this live stream called Lucreativity. So you can follow at Lucreativity on Twitter or on YouTube. And we live stream every Tuesday and Thursday at
Oh,
7 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, and then so that's it. And we just had J Chains on, which was actually so much fun because when we booked him, he wasn't going to be fighting in the IFC. And then when we had him on, he had already announced that he was going to fight in the IFC. So we had some fun conversation there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Guys, check it out. Luke Creativity, YouTube. Here's Luke Creativity. Is this the
And
right
then
profile? Yeah.
JPEG Empire, like the Discord and the community could have had kind of died down just because of the history. And so we started doing live streams too, Monday through Friday. And we have a pretty good core group of people that join us for that. But we go into all kinds of different things. Those are some of the test generations that we had for the next collection. We're playing with it today. We're really excited. But
Interesting. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing a lot of things. So why? Can you tell me, like, how did all this happen? How did you end up doing this? Because you've talked about, creating a multi-million-dollar software
Yeah.
in healthcare. You've talked about, the JPEG junkies. Like you're, and obviously the JPEG Empire. So how did you get to this
From
place?
from there to there. Okay,
Yeah.
so the easiest way is like, so I always watched the creators of JPEG Empire and I or of JPEG Junkies, and so I became a member of the JPEG Junkies. I think I minted a couple, and then I really like didn't pay attention to it. I was kind of like lurking, I guess, in the Discord for a while, and then I saw everything transpire. But I saw a couple of guys that were still really trying to keep the whole project together. And like my background is, I come from medical technology sales in Central and South America. I was like in charge of both, and so I have a little bit of business dev, fluent in Spanish. But I had rejoined the community, started playing a couple poker games that the Seji3 was playing, and then I saw that people were still there. They really cared. And then I bought a ridiculous amount of junkies because I kind of wanted to become a more central part of the project. They noticed, they thought I was just trying to pump and dump, and I was like, no, guys, like, I'm here. They asked me to join the team, and one of the questions that like Commander from Angel Finance asked me the other day, he was like, well, why try to revive a project as opposed to starting your own? And then I said, well, because anybody can start a project and make something look fresh and new and fun and, get hype and do well for a short period of time and make some money. But not a lot of people can take something that was abandoned and then like make it into something really positive, add utility and infrastructure for the whole Cardano space. And I would rather that legacy.
You're doing so basically you're focusing on the hard part. The hard part is it's like someone with ADHD. It's really easy to start something, but finishing something is the hard part. Doing it sustainably, creating a business around it, and providing value in the long run. Like that, those are the hard aspects of running an NFT project. And I guess the founders of JPEG Junkies kind of ran into that problem, right? I don't know much about that project, but I can assume. So
yeah, I feel like at a certain point they realized it was a lot of work.
Yeah,
they probably
exactly.
spread thin,
Yep.
And,
Yep. Stay winning. How's it going, man? Yeah, we're catching up with the John Carter, talking about JPEG Empire, and the conversation is kind of all over the place. But let's make sure that because I didn't know much about JPEG Empire before you reached out, right?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I understand this project, or at least as much about it as possible. So can you give me another kind of recap of what this project is about, where you are right now, and where you're going?
Yeah. So the goal now of JPEG Empire is to create a platform that we're calling Memers Well, or Mamirs Well, which in Norse is like fountain of knowledge. So our analytical app, that's what
Mimir? Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mimir. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that's like the name that we had for it. And we wanted to start with something easy for everybody to use because a lot of the community of the JPEG junkies, now the JPEG Empire, were like newly onboarded to Cardano, and a lot of
Yeah.
them have a lot of obligations. They're busy. They have kids, wife, family, and stuff. And so we wanted to create something where people can get an idea of everything that they want to look at or pay attention to, and customize the thing that they focus on their customizable dashboard.
Got it.
We didn't want it to be anything like Tap Tools. And the long-term vision for JPEG Empire is to become kind of like a Web3 incubator. So like not quite a launch pad, but one of the people who we may be bringing on our team to consult for us is Jesse Hines, and he is the founder of Seed Starter. And so like I kind of had this vision to help get people in our community that had good ideas together and have them be in a place to where then their logical trajectory might be like, perhaps we could provide them some funding, get them started. We have a dev who can mentor and consult them on the direction that they go. And then once they go like to the next step, that would be Seed Starter, where they're actually like finding funding from the community. Dude, and Showtime is awesome. Thank you so much, Showtime. We appreciate you so much.
Nice comment there. Yeah, and I guess we're also shouting out Avatar Nick. Everybody loves Avatar Nick. He's not going anywhere with the apes. Okay, so
have you talked to him
go ahead.
at all lately? Perhaps.
No.
Because I would just like to know. I would like to know, like, I know that Saturn Swap is coming out, and apparently that's going to be awesome. So I wonder if that's like the thing.
Yeah, let me maybe I'll just hop into his DMs this weekend and see if he wants to, because I don't know if he stocks though.
He is. I think he is. He had a video that I saw, I believe, and it was of him. And so like I reached out to him and I tried to get him on, and I couldn't do it, I don't think. I also have a very aggressive personality sometimes, so like I could have scared him. That's just how I am. But
yeah, but that, I mean, that definitely has its pros. I think I'm kind of the opposite, and I'm more like, whoever wants to come can come, and we can have a conversation. I'm very bad about inviting people to the show, but maybe I can improve that this weekend and invite Nick to the show, and then you could just hang out in the chat or just join us, and we can have a good conversation.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. And I would love to have you on Loot Creativity. I would also love to have you on JPEG Empire. I know that you got a lot of fans everywhere. And we basically try to ask you about things that are not the normal things for the beginning, like first 15, 20 minutes. We talk about, what's your favorite food, what kind of movies you like, stuff that has nothing to do with what we do. And then it's like, how did you get here,
Yeah, I like that. Getting to know the person that you're talking to. I think too many people creating content, I think it stems from insecurity. They try to make it super professional. And when they do that, it just gets really dry.
Yeah.
It's like, let's talk about your business plan.
Yeah.
Why not get to know the
mission statement?
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's just talk like people. How about that?
100%.
And speaking of that, well, did you finish tell me about JPEG Empire? You told me about what you're building, but you have a mint coming up, and I don't think you've talked about that.
I didn't talk too much about that. So we do have a mint coming up at the end of this month. We're shooting for the 31st, unless Bitcoin or ADA go to zero. We're probably still going to be having it, and we're giving away whitelists right now. So there's a lot of different ways for getting whitelists. We were giving away an Ape Society, and I will tell you what's hilarious. We purchased this Ape Society at a pretty good price, but now you can buy a Floor Ape Society for a pretty better price.
Yes.
And so we have, I think if you look there, the retweets, we have about 36 people that are actually in the running to win that ape. And how we're doing that giveaway is you come in the Discord, and we have a
Mhm.
channel called PFP Challenge. You pick one of the pre-generated NFTs, you put it as your PFP, and then you connect to the GFi bot and it do auto retweet and like. So basically, once you've minted on the 31st, and some people have free mints, then we will do the drawing for all of those people that took part in the PFP challenge.
Very cool. I mean, I think it's still very valuable. Like an ape is still,
$900.
yeah, like that's still super valuable, and it's kind of
But
badass.
people are
to
not
be
as
honest.
jazzed anymore. It's crazy. Instantly, overnight.
I know that's bad timing, man. That is really bad timing, and it doesn't have anything to do with the value. It's just the sentiment. The sentiment around this particular project just changed overnight.
But we're giving away many other projects. We had Boss Cat Rocket Club, Clay Nation, Inmates, Brewers from Hops on Cardano. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Okay, let me put you on the spot then, since we're talking about different projects, and you know, you're giving some away.
Yep.
We were talking earlier. We were picking our top 5. Now that the Ape Society is not number 1, you know, what? Well, first question is, what's the number 1 project now? If it's not the Ape Society, and the other one is, give me your top 5. You can pick them however you want. Doesn't have to be in order. Top 5 Cardano NFT projects.
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to say, I'm not saying JPEG Empire because I'm biased, and I would say it's number 1, right? Because I already know what we're building in the background.
You're not allowed to pick that.
Like, you know, so are we strictly NFT projects or just projects?
NFT projects. Only NFT projects. So I'm going to eliminate projects like Earthnode, and Gutenberg Bible.
Cool.
So let's eliminate the DeFi related projects.
Okay. So I'm probably going to say some of my favorites right now is, I have to say, Omens. I think that they're doing some really awesome stuff. We've done some pretty good deep dives. I've been in talks with Nemo. He's amazing. Been in talks with Viva La Coin. I like Omen.
Yeah.
So, oh man, like there's so many. I went crazy with Hops on Cardano Brewers the other day.
Oh,
I think I almost minted, like I felt like I almost minted them out, honestly. And they're still minting, so I highly recommend people minting the Brewers.
I think I minted a couple. I have the license.
It's a new one. It's a new one that they have going on.
This is the license, right? Yeah. I have one of these, but then they had the Brewers. Here it is.
Yes, I literally minted, I think it was 9 live on camera, and like there's so many gamified things about this project. Like right now, if anybody's out there and you have one with the last name Carter, I am specifically trying to get those because they have a role that is, if you have like your whole production line with like one last name. So I love this project. I think it's amazing. The founder's super passionate about beer, and I enjoy beer myself. But they're also really supportive, nice people. So say Omen, Hops on Cardano. Please, everybody, don't cancel me for not saying your project, because there are a lot of them that I like. But I kind of feel like, okay, so I have to say the Peepos, like the friend community. I really like the community, even though, you know, some people say some things about price, this, that, and the other. I know that they had some drama, but I appreciate them. I've spoke to members of their team. I think it's fun. If you care about friendship, I mean, what's the value you would put on friendship? You know what I mean?
Exactly. You can't put a value on a good friend.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I would say that that's one. Man, I mean, Risk is doing some amazing things. Risk is like super awesome. And I mean,
one more.
The last one that I'm going to say is, and this one has a special place in my heart. I know how hard that the founder works on everything that he's working on, but Tipsy Turtles. Do you know about the Tipsy Turtles? Have you had them on?
Yeah, they were on, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Fantastic. So I love Jamie. He's amazing.
He's a cool guy.
And then I have to say the Derps too. I'm sorry, that's like a 6th one, but you know, I think
I'll allow it. if it's since it's the derps. I know O side would allow it here too. But yeah, derps. All right. Yeah, I
Those,
think I would say derps is an OG project, Kundi.
yeah. Well, like I feel like clays. I heard that clays are kind of like also not as much on Cardano. Somebody told me a
So
rumor that they were trying to move.
really,
Also,
okay. So
something
what's
like
going
that.
on? So
I'm not
uh,
100% sure.
so
I've
you're
just
mentioning clays. I mean, this
yeah
is all rumors and drama and all that,
yeah
which I'm
yeah.
usually, I leave that alone usually. But I'm seeing several comments. So AF gone, Hugs not rugs. Are you talking about Dead Pixels AF? Let me know what you mean by that. Is Dead Pixels gone? And then I saw Barry jumping rope. This jumping rope. Okay, I think that's something else. I thought he said jumping ship. Okay, jumping rope. I mean, that's good exercise. Clay expands, but the apes left. So I guess that's the
Okay, there's
difference,
the
right?
difference. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get at. And I mean, like, Cornucopias also
yeah, yeah. They
kind of
see,
left, sort of,
but
you
there
know.
was no like huge. Well, there was some concern with cornucopias, but not nearly as much because they were just expanding and they made sure to. I mean, they
Express that.
basically, yeah, they did some PR. You know what I mean? And they made sure that they didn't piss off the Cardano community, and I think they did a good job. I see
Can
nothing
I
wrong with that.
give you a sleeper pick for one to watch this market cycle?
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely. Let's
so
hear it.
Ascent Rivals. And I'm bringing this up for a lot of reasons, but I know the founders, they're geniuses. One of the founders is
Never heard
also,
of them.
yep, Ascent Rivals. This is a gaming pick, right, for Cardano.
Okay.
And it's basically, I've played this, so I recommend you play it. They have some, I can't say that there's any benefit to playing now, but perhaps there's a benefit to playing now. And we're actually going to be hosting, JPEG Empire is going to be helping host a tournament, and they're backed by Jump. They're one of the only companies that was on Cardano supported by Jump Crypto, and they're a gaming project. But the mechanics on the game are amazing. We're going to be hosting a tournament with several other large NFT communities in the space, and
Okay.
I can't tell everybody publicly how big the prize pool is going to be, but what I can say is that it's going to be more than nothing, and some of the backers are going to be traditional backers from outside of the crypto space. So
Very cool.
communities that are in there are going to benefit a lot by the co-marketing. I think the gaming is going to be fun, and if your community wins, you get some like handmade crypto chips.io swag. Like it'll have your name on it, your gamer tag. It'll have all the communities on it, a sweater. So yeah,
Nice. All right. So that's your sleeper pick. Ascent Rivals. I had never heard of them. I always love a good gaming project. I think we need more of them, more success stories of gaming projects on Cardano.
it's playable now. You can play it.
Okay.
Super good.
And I've been saying this for months that I want to do a game night. One of these Fridays, I just want to play games. So it's gonna happen eventually. I'll put him down on my list.
You got to. They're a lot of fun.
All right, man. What did we forget to talk about? Is there anything that we forgot to talk about?
I mean, we said that I got to get you on my show. We talked about what's going on in the crypto space a bit. Come check out JPEG Empire. Follow us on Twitter. We have live streams every day, except for the weekends. Got to sleep. Check out Loot Creativity. Give us a follow. Follow me. If you're part of one of these big communities and you happen to have a pretty good sized treasury and are interested in investing in the infrastructure of Cardano, we could go the traditional route, but we're trying to look in our background, our the backyard first. Look around here, look around Cardano before we go outside. So that's all.
That's always a good idea, and appreciate it. All right, I appreciate you coming on. It was nice to meet you.
Dude, it was nice to meet you.
I got a feeling I'll see you around again. And,
yeah, man.
yeah, just keep up the good work.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, and we hope to see you on our show soon.
Absolutely. Let's just stay in touch.
Yep.
See you, man.